A few years ago, I found myself in a very challenging period of my life. I dealt with unsatisfactory work on a daily basis where several people dictated to me what I should or should not do. I faced difficulties with colleagues in complex relationships. Honestly, I had negative feelings about this situation, feeling like my life was spiraling out of control, with each day seeming like a tough battle that would never end. I hit rock bottom. One day, while browsing YouTube, I stumbled upon an intriguing video about applying stoicism in life. It was a brief summary of the ideas of a modern philosopher known as Ryan Holiday. Stoicism entered my life, and I am very grateful for it. I began applying its teachings in my daily life, reading books, and learning more about this philosophy. From that moment on, everything in my life started to change. After reading more than 10 books on Stoicism, I became passionate about this philosophy. It brought peace and inner tranquility into my life. My decisions became more deliberate and aligned with my values. Most importantly, I began to find deeper meaning in each day. Now, I want to share how Stoicism can be a starting point for transforming your own life. We will explore the fundamental principles of this philosophy and discuss how to apply them in practical situations in the modern world. We will see how these principles can serve as a valuable compass for decision-making, starting anew, and building a more meaningful life. My acquaintance with Stoicism has become a guiding light in my life, shedding light on dark moments and helping me discover the broad horizons of wisdom, infused with the thoughts of great philosophers such as Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Zeno. Stoicism is a philosophical movement focused on the development of virtue, self-control, and wisdom. Its core premise is the idea that while we have no control over external circumstances, we can influence our reactions and attitudes. This provides us with a powerful tool to calmly navigate life's ups and downs. A key concept of Stoicism is distinguishing between what we can control and what is beyond our control. Directing our energy towards what we can effectively change and manage, instead of excessively worrying about what is beyond our control, is one of the central lessons of this philosophy. This philosophy isn't confined to abstraction. It offers practical tools applicable in everyday life. It aids in coping with stress, anxiety, and depression, making decisions, and seeking enduring happiness. In this video, we'll explore some key principles of Stoicism and how they apply in real-life situations. We'll discuss the importance of values such as virtue, acceptance of imperfection, and living in accordance with our principles and virtues. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by life's demands or are seeking practical guidance to enhance your existence, this video contains valuable teachings and ideas for you. Stoicism may represent a key to a fresh start, enabling you to build a richer and more purposeful life. However, while this philosophy is meant to assist and guide us, action must ultimately come from each individual. No philosophy can entirely transform us. Did learning more about Stoicism help you? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to not miss out on valuable advice and recommendations. This video marks the beginning of the journey towards becoming a true Stoic. Let's learn together how this ancient and modern philosophy can change our lives just as it has changed mine, making me a renewed person. Imagine if we could start life anew. This doesn't mean forgetting the past, but rather internalizing the lessons of past experiences and using this wisdom to shape a more promising future. Moving forward is an art of balancing learning from mistakes and moving forward with new hope. Our reactions to situations reflect our perceptions. Stoicism encourages us to question and adjust our views on life, to see reality objectively, without uncontrolled emotions. As noted earlier, clouding often leads to suffering from what we imagine, rather than what actually happens. This means that sometimes we mourn what has not yet happened or suffer only mentally. Viewing every obstacle as an opportunity is the hallmark of true fortitude. For them, trials are not the cruelties of fate, but exercises that strengthen the spirit. Adversity can lead to reaching previously unexplored places. They urge us to view difficulties as opportunities for growth, much like how fire purifies gold. Adversity also strengthens strong people, making us better with each passing day. This is what compels me to follow Stoicism. Everything we encounter in life can, at some point, shape our essence. This philosophy is incredible and modern in its reflections. For example, Marcus Aurelius shared with the world not only words, but also his most intimate reflections, daily reminding us how to live sincerely and purposefully. The dialogue we have with ourselves plays a crucial role in our lives. It's not that we don't need someone next to us, but rather that we must value our own presence in any situation, where our own happiness and presence should be the most important. Stoicism reminds us of the impermanence of all things, whether it be happiness, pain, success, or failure. It urges us to live detachedly, to cherish important moments, but also to be prepared to let them go when necessary. Acceptance is not resignation. It is understanding reality and acting wisely in its face. This entails recognizing that there are elements beyond our control, but retaining the ability to control our reaction to these events. As you typically observe life events, living in harmony with the external world and our inner nature is fundamental. We must ask ourselves if we are acting in accordance with our true desires, values, and principles, or simply reacting to the expectations of others. The universe is constantly evolving, and we must evolve with it. Our thoughts have the power to shape our lives, and we often seek external validation, forgetting our true essence. Stoicism teaches us to recognize our inner worth and not to depend on the opinions of others. In the pursuit of self-realization, as Epictetus said, true freedom lies in not submitting to the will of others. Acceptance does not mean surrender. It means understanding reality and acting wisely in its face. Worrying about the future or dwelling on the past only distracts us from the present, the only time we truly have. Stoics not only discussed philosophy but lived it daily. They constantly sought to improve, learn, and grow. The quality of our thoughts plays a crucial role in the happiness we experience in life. Valuing virtue, which manifests as goodness in our actions, includes honesty, sincerity, and kindness. It's not the number of breaths we take that measures life, but the moments that take our breath away. In a world where many seek to take advantage of us, it's crucial to remember the power of silence, both externally and internally. It's within this silence that we find clarity of purpose and a deeper connection with ourselves. This space allows us to reflect, recharge, and focus on what truly matters. As Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, live it." Sometimes the secret to progress lies in letting go of what binds us, whether it's old grievances, wounds, or outdated self-perceptions. If you feel trapped by some pain from the past, perhaps our own ideas of who we are aren't accurate, and through Stoicism, we gain the freedom to realize our true potential. Life is full of inevitable challenges, but what truly matters is how we respond to them. Don't waste time on what doesn't matter. Always strive to grow. It's through this process that a new version of yourself can emerge. Each obstacle can be an opportunity for learning, growth, and strengthening, because in life it's not about avoiding wounds, but about not succumbing to them. Why does it seem like nothing is working right now? It's important to analyze our actions, discerning what has worked and what hasn't. This can be crucial in changing the course of things. However, as often happens in many stories, a shadow fell on my path. Alcohol transformed from a random escape from the noise and hustle of the world into a daily necessity, casting an even darker shadow. I discovered that daily alcohol consumption in the company of false friends and superficial relationships made its presence at the table more important than friendship or genuine connections. Happiness had become fleeting, and the relationships dear to me started to crumble. It seemed like everything was going wrong. It was in the midst of this spiral of self-destruction that I was introduced to Stoicism, as mentioned earlier in this text. At that moment, I decided to become a new person, embracing Stoicism as my life philosophy. I hope this video serves as a starting point for you to begin anew. Comment below, "I will be a new person," and let's mark today's date as the beginning of the transformation. Here and now, reflecting on my own conclusion, inspired by the teachings of Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and other Stoic philosophers, I embarked on my journey to sobriety. I learned about the importance of self-control, resilience in the face of adversity, and the realization that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control our reaction to these events to prevent them from negatively impacting us. Years after this pivotal moment, I leave behind my former self. I am grateful to have discovered stoicism within me during that critical moment. It has been 4 months since I last tried alcohol. I decided to change, to be different. How long will you wait to change? This philosophy taught me to value life, courageously overcome challenges, and experience true feelings of freedom. Now, I am the captain of my clarity and purpose. My mission now is to share these teachings with you. Though the journey was challenging, Stoic teachings were my beacon in the darkest hours. Here are a few tips for developing skills and incorporating transformative practices into your daily life. Start applying them from today, or rather from this moment, and you will embark on a path of complete renewal and clear direction for the future. Allocate morning time for reflection. Dedicate a few minutes each morning to meditation and visualize how you want your day to unfold. This will help you mentally prepare for facing challenges and maintain composure in stressful situations. Keep a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for in your journal. This will help you focus on the positive aspects of life and appreciate the little joys. Regular physical activity. Engage in sports regularly to maintain your physical health. Principle of control. Remember to differentiate between what you can control and what you cannot. Focus on making wise decisions and calmly accepting what is beyond your control. Self-discipline. Develop self-discipline in areas such as diet, finances, and time management. Setting realistic goals is essential for consistently achieving them. Evening self-assessment. Reflect on the day's actions and analyze whether they align with your values and Stoic principles. Identifying areas for improvement and planning ways to achieve them is a crucial step. Learn from inspiring examples. Study the life experiences of Stoic figures like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. Extracting valuable lessons from their experiences can be a powerful source of personal growth. Disregard others' opinions. It is crucial to detach yourself from worrying excessively about what others think. Instead, focus on acting in accordance with your own principles and values. This is the path to a more authentic life. Acceptance of life's impermanence. Recognize that life's impermanence is not pessimism, but a reminder to cherish existence and make conscious choices. Skill development and authenticity. Practicing Stoicism enables individuals to deal with difficulties more confidently. Embracing what Epictetus considered uncontrollable frees us from anguish, while valuing authenticity in relationships fosters a more meaningful life. Embracing these principles is a path to self-awareness, resilience, and clarity of goals. Stoicism advocates a philosophy grounded in consistent practice, not promising immediate changes but rather shaping stable thinking and aligning it with personal principles over time. When faced with challenges, the Stoic perspective encourages viewing obstacles as the path itself and seeking opportunities for growth and learning. Balancing desires and emotions is a valuable practice aimed at preventing strong emotions and negative impulses from dictating the course of life. Establishing boundaries, constructive communication, developing self-respect, and helping others without expecting rewards are key practices. Altruism and community involvement are pillars of Stoicism, ensuring purpose and personal fulfillment. Daily reflections on mortality help contextualize everyday concerns and appreciate time. Applying Stoic principles in daily life is crucial, as merely listening to ideas is insufficient. It's essential to apply them actively. The final reflection urges immediate action, emphasizing that the path to a more meaningful life starts with small daily actions and consistent application of Stoic principles. Implementing these principles can impact personal resilience, so sharing experiences and insights is recommended. If you want to change, you don't necessarily need to plan for the next week. You need to start now. What's your stance? Share in the comments. Will you start today, or will you leave it for tomorrow as usual? Until the next video.